Hunt Fish Shoot is back with you guys today. We're bringing you a little bit of a gear review, and it's going to be something ongoing throughout our channel, and it's something that I wanted to try myself. That's going to be the Blackhawk Omnivore holster. This one's going to fit the Streamlight TLR-01. So if you guys like what you see today, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been
The Blackhawk Omnivore holster, developed obviously by Blackhawk and developed so that you could fit multiple firearms with one holster. For us, this has a huge advantage. We're not a huge, super high budget type YouTube channel yet, so we have different guns and things like that, and with those different guns we have to have a holster for when we're doing those reviews. So this is something that I want to try and see how it goes. I know some people that do use these and they seem to like them quite a bit. It seems like a very well built holster. It's obviously not going to be your Safariland ALS. It's not that. It's about $40, 40 to 50 bucks. It does come with it, so you can actually put it with a simple like Serpo type attachment and wear it on your belt, and then also your standard belt loop attachment. So that's nice. Made in America, which is obviously is a good thing. It's injection molded polymer, and they say it fits over 150 different handguns. What it goes off of is for me, I chose the Streamlight TLR-01, the HL. I wanted to try this light also to myself. Very nice light from Streamlight, much cheaper than your Surefire X300s, about $100 cheaper in those. And these are good lights. Everybody thinks that you have to go out there and get the most high dollar stuff to have good quality stuff. That's not necessarily the case. Streamlight makes a good light, so that's a good option. And for me, with the setup, what it allows me to do is to take this light, put it on multiple different firearms, and use multiple different firearms with this holster, because the holster attaches to the light and not necessarily the gun. It does actually release it with a thumb bar here that has different attachments, so you can raise and lower it however you want the height of this. You can put some cant and things like that in it with it in the back. It does have almost like a shim that you put down inside the holster, which I won't be putting in there. The way it works and the way it snaps in there can actually lead to probably some issues or malfunctions, and I don't really want that. And the reason I say that is because how it goes in there just snaps or clicks. So if you go to really jam your gun in there to holster fast, you're pulling it out, whatever, and that catches on there, you could lead yourself to getting your gun caught in there, and that's not something that I want to do. So I'll leave it out. Some of the stuff that I've tried with these guns and things like that, it seems good. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys. I have a Smith & Wesson M&P, a 9mm. It's going to be just your standard size. I have my Staccato 2011, so very similar obviously to the 1911. And then also a SIG 320 with the Romeo 1 Pro on it, so obviously a red dot. All three of these guns, they're going to fit in here, and it is really a cool idea and something that if you don't want to go out there and buy tons of holsters for all these guns, you don't have to. If you just want a holster so you can take your guns to range and shoot and practice, perfect option. So let's get into that, and I'll show you guys all these different guns. The first one I'm going to do with you guys is actually going to be the Smith & Wesson M&P. I'll let you guys know it is clear. There's nothing inside the chamber, no magazines here. So let's pop this light on there. The light, the Streamlight one here, it has a few different attachments that you can put for it. So you put a Beretta 92, you could put a Glock rail on there, and then also your 1913 Picatinny rail. So that's what this is perfect for. We got it tightened down, so I'm going to show you guys now. I'm going to pop this in there, and you see it's locked in there. I'm pulling on it, a lot of force on there, and it's not popping out, not shaking. There were some reports that you could twist it and pop it out, and I mean, that's not happening. Granted, in a duty scenario, you need a level 3 holster, and this is not a level 3, obviously. It doesn't have a hood over it. It doesn't have 3 levels of retention. It's not like that. It's more like a 2. But overall, good holster for that. It does fit, as you can see, fits well. I'm going to shoot all these guns out of this a little bit today too, to show you the holster draw and going back in the holster, but that seems pretty smooth if you ask me. So let's pop that light off real quick. We'll put it on the SIG 320 with the Romeo, so you guys can see the compatibility there with a red dot. Again, firearm is clear. I do not have any magazines for this firearm right now. So lights on there, crank it down. Pop that in the holster. Again, it's in the holster. Shake test, nothing. Twist, pull, nothing. So again, nice. You know, shaking it upside down, it's holding it nice and tight. Thumb bar, nice and positive click in there. I won't say that this one feels as smooth going into the holster as that M&P does, but it fits, and it seems to fit pretty darn well. Obviously, plenty of clearance for your red dot, so perfect for that. Again, right now we're seeing this. This will also fit a standard size 1911. What you have to have with these, obviously, is all your guns have to have a rail so you can put a light on there. So that's something to keep in mind. So let's pop it off. We're gonna go to something completely different than these two. Has a Picatinny rail on the front. That's gonna be my Staccato C2 Duo. So with that C2 Duo, you guys saw us do a video on that, which you can honestly check out here in the links. But we'll pop this on there, and you guys are gonna get to see how that fits. So I'll crank that down again. Got our Streamlight on my Staccato. Again, perfect fit. Upside down shake. Twist, pull, twist, pull, not coming out. So again, a good fit, in and out, nice and easy. And actually with this 1911 like that, style like that, with the safety how it is, and you come down on your thumb bar and you pull back on it, you can come down on your safety nice and easy. So good feature on that again. So again, this is more of a budget-minded option so that you're not buying tons of holsters. It's a really good option in my opinion so far. I've shot the 320 quite a bit out of it, and I like it. Do I like it as much as my Safariland that's, you know, strictly just to one firearm? No, I don't. It's not as smooth. It's not as nice, you can tell that, but it's much cheaper. So if you're somebody that has a bunch of guns with Picatinny rails and you got a Streamlight, or you can even get one with an X300 attachment for the Blackhawk Omnivore, that is an option for you. So all these fit really well. I'm going to shoot them from the holster so you guys can get to see that a little bit and give you guys some more impressions, and we'll finish up for the day. First gun that we have up is going to be the Smith & Wesson M&P. Got it in our Blackhawk Omnivore with the TLR1 HL from Streamlight. So seems like the holster up's good. Everything feels good so far. We'll see how it does. Firearm is clear. Draw and everything like that feels great out of the Omnivore. Feels smooth. I'm happy with it. I do like it a lot. I mean, guys, again, I'm not trying to compare this to a Safariland holster. It's not that. It's never going to be. It's way too, at the end of the day, they got a lot of development that goes into your Safariland holsters. If you're using a firearm for duty usage, I would recommend just getting the Safariland, because obviously you're only ever going to really use one firearm for that. Something that range use, or you want something to practice with, or something to hold a bunch of different guns, perfect. So we're done with the M&P. I'm going to throw the 320 on there with the red dot. We'll shoot that and see how it does. All right, now we're going to do the SIG 320 RXP with the Romeo 1 red dot on it. Overall, fits good in there from the start. So let's load up, do some draws, and see how it goes. Actually, I mean, that's a feature right there. Didn't even think about it. Is that as I holstered it back in there, the slides lock back, which is actually pretty nice. In a law enforcement capacity and training and types of things like that, whatever it be, sometimes you have your firearm unloaded to show clear and you have to keep it that way. So that actually is kind of a nice feature. So I like the fact that it's actually holstered and the slides lock back. So now let's break out the staccato. We'll shoot that and see how it does. We're now with the final gun we're going to try out with the holster today. It's going to be the staccato. I've got the string light mounted on it. We're going to shoot it, holster it a bunch, and see how it does. And then we'll give you guys some final thoughts on the Black Hawk Omnivore holster. Yeah, I mean, holster-wise, that thing feels really good. The only thing, a little bit on the staccatos, because it's probably a little short, but overall, when I came down on the grip, there's sometimes I didn't activate the actual grip safety itself, partly because of gloves, but also because of the holster. But it does work. It's not bad, just something you guys shoot a bunch. Obviously, going between different guns and transition between different grip styles and things like that, that's what you have. The only thing I can tell you is that when I shot the 320, how it's a full-size handgun like that with the 5-inch barrel, it sticks out of the holster just a little bit more. So actually coming down to the thumb, I almost had to roll my wrist back over it a little bit, more so than the other guns, but it works. And there is more adjustment you can actually add. There's a higher thumb bar you can put on there. So I do really like this Omnivore holster. It's going to get used a lot for our channel when we're shooting these videos or multiple different guns. You guys are going to see it in a bunch of different videos. I did try and use the Omnivore before where I had a rail attachment device you put on there and it didn't actually take a light on it. Wasn't a big fan of that. It holstered kind of crappy. There was tons of adjustment you had to do in order to get it to work right. Not a fan. I would not recommend that. With this, I would recommend it. I think it's a good holster. I think it will do the job. I think it will do a lot for you. And it's very economical, which is a big thing for a lot of us. So if you guys like what you saw today, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and follow along next time with Hunt, Fish, Shoot.